Here's how I hit 10k followers on Instagram in 40 days. Now, before I start this video, guys, I was scripting out this high level video for the few people that watch this channel yet. And I was like, wait a minute. To grow on Instagram, it's actually way easier than that. So I deleted like 20 slides on all this super technical plan. And I was like, let me just break it down on how I've literally done it without going in too much detail, because if you get a lot of detail in anything, like a gym program, a cryptocurrency investment program, how to build a successful dropshipping store, and all these things that I've achieved, the best results come from just 2 to 3 simple starts to get you going. And I promise you, this is all I've done to hit 10k followers in give or take 40 days since we've initiated this plan. And it's going to be long before we're on 50k, 100k. Once you get the initial traction, like this came, like 5 to 6k followers came in literally 2 days, 3 days. Like consistently I've been gaining, give or take, a couple of thousand followers per day. It will slow down, of course, but it just really comes down to a few frameworks. And you might be asking, why is an Instagram? I don't really care about Instagram. Okay, well, Instagram is your gateway to a lot of things in life. You can make a lot of money just off Instagram, just with a personal brand, if you do it correctly. And you can obviously network with high-level people. Now that I've got 10k followers and a beautiful blue tick, who cares about that, because you can pay for that at 1 follower. But now that you've got 10k followers, I'm noticing a lot of DMs come in. I think I wrote about this on the next slide. Yeah, so DMs are impossible to get to now. There's, like, if I actually answer DMs, and I need to start doing this because there's a lot of money in these DMs, people asking me about my niche. Obviously, I'm in cryptocurrency. That's the niche that I'm in on this channel, or that Instagram page. I spoke about that before. But if you're new to this, like, you're in a niche, and like these are just money. There's so much money in these DMs, but they're becoming impossible to get to. So I might hire somebody to do this, but they're just impossible to get to. And I've spoken about that before. But constant notifications. So now the notifications are turned off fully. I don't want to see notifications, but obviously once you pull up the app, you just see all the likes, 100, a million likes, all these followers, and obviously other stuff like getting women and all that stuff. Like, we're not here to talk about that, but obviously, like, there's been crazy DMs from some of these random twos now. Like, Jake, you're so rich, you're so famous now. Like, nobody cares. Okay, if you care about that, fine. But what we're trying to do is grow an Instagram page in the least amount of time, and obviously use this to make money. And it's been printing, to say the least. So I want to make something clear, just to show you guys full transparency. Like, here's the account. We're going to break it down. Like I said, I wrote this fucking full script for you guys, and I just simplified it down to, 3 slides. Now we're already a third of the way here. So I didn't want to make it too complicated, because that is just way past what some people need. So firstly, I want to make something clear. You're going to be asking, well, how the F did you do this? Like, so many people that my old friends, and like people that I was in Thailand, like, I've passed all these guys. Like, I used to look at 2 to 3 to 5k followers. I'm like, oh my god, he's blowing up, and I've passed them all in 40 days. And the first step, and you're not going to like this, I put this post up really before the plan. This was November, halfway through the month. So I didn't start the plan. I talked about moving into a 1.5 million penthouse with a mate. That's not important. You don't need that. This Insta account is about to blow up in 4.5 weeks. So I was a little bit wrong with that, but I didn't really start posting consistently till about, like I said, 40 to 45 days ago. So that's very important. But the first thing was, I said it and I believed it. So I decided that this was going to happen by putting this public post up. Now, I know the game. So I knew the game at the time of this video or post was up. YouTube's running lovely, nothing to change. And if this post pisses you off, get to work. So I put this post up literally just to set myself accountable. A lot of people will just say stuff and they'll never do it. So let's get rid of that post, it's not important now. But a lot of people will just say stuff, just randomly. I'm going to get a 6-pack. And then 6 months later, they don't have a 6-pack. I'm going to make $1 million. And then 2 years time, they haven't made anything. They're still in the same job. I'm going to blow up an Instagram account. 6 months later, they've made 3 reels and they got no likes and they stopped posting. So when you do anything in life, you have to first decide, and truly decide. Look at yourself in the mirror and decide. So a lot of people telling me they're trying to do some stuff and start YouTube accounts, and they're not serious. They're waiting for stuff to come in the mail. They're not posting when they're trying to get the perfect circumstance. Like, I don't have the perfect circumstance in the UK right now with the shit. I've not even got a webcam on this computer. I've got a shitty mic here, and I'm filming the videos, the reels, the stuff on the crypto channel on this setup. I'm not waiting for the perfect time. Even at 50 plus K subscribers on YouTube, I'm still running with this setup because it doesn't matter. A lot of people are waiting for the perfect setup to get rich first, and then they can flex, and then they're waiting for this microphone to come and the webcam. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. You're being a pussy. You've not decided. So that's the same with the gym. If you decide you're going to do something and hit the workout and then start eating shit food again, you're not serious. So decide and genuinely decide you're going to do this, and then it's easy. But then it's actually easy. And then we can actually break it down. But you know, if you're this far in the video and you don't genuinely mean it, just go away. Genuinely, just go away, because you're not going to make it. A lot of people don't actually mean what they say. Okay? Anything you ask, not Instagram right now, but just ask yourself anything you've ever done. Have you genuinely said something and it's came true? And if it hasn't came true, if you think about it, you didn't genuinely mean it. So you have to genuinely mean what you say, or it's not going to happen, right? Very important. So here's the strategy. Okay, now we've got rid of all the normies. There's 3 people watching this video right now, and we can stop. Direct, one-to-one consultation. Enjoy it. So, step 1. I found other accounts in my niche with traction that was already working, and I went hard on this. So, I'm going to give you an example with golf. I'm not going to give you mine because that's mine, it's personal, you can find your own stuff. But I'll give you an example on like a niche that people, and everybody's got this limit beliefs, well, my niche is too hard, there's nobody's doing, every niche, gardening, golf. I've got a perfect example of golf. It took me 1 second to find this, and I just did 1 millisecond worth of research, and I could already blow up a golf account if I wanted to do that. So it does exist. Again, you don't genuinely mean it. If you're having these limiting beliefs, you're being a pussy. So let me just show you an example. So my account, 710k accounts have been blah blah blah. We're now on 10.1, like notifications, like DMs, there's so many message requests, whatever. But really what it just comes down to, and I'll break down the strategy in this golfing category, you'll start posting daily, right? So I wasn't even posting daily. I started posting daily, I believe, this one. We started posting daily here, okay? And we already had one doing well, but I just didn't take it, I wasn't serious, I did not mean it. And then I started to say, oh, hang on a minute, let's start going crazy. And then we just started to get traction. 60k, 40k, 200k, that one's on 270k, like, even we get flops, 7k, but 7k was not a flop for me. I had like no followers here. And 7k right now is still not a flop. You just have to understand there's going to be ups and downs in any sort of business, and that's just views as well. 5k, not good, but still I'm happy. As long as I give the best output as possible, just posting a reel per day. Now we're posting more than that, but I'm just trying to get content out and just test stuff. This is blowing up right now, 100k, plus it just came from nowhere, 40k, 20k, 30k, 12k. This is the big one, 808k. A lot of people are sharing this in the stories, so you will start getting people sharing this in stories as well. These are doing well, 16k. This one's starting to really pop off, 260. I checked that like 2 days ago, it was on like 100k, now it's on 269k. A lot of people are sharing this in the stories. Simple stuff will work better, but again, I'll break that down in a second. This is like, everything's popping now, right? Even these, 7k, this one's only on 2k. I'm still happy with these results, and the reels are getting better. We're starting to find what works. But this just came from deciding I was going to post a reel per day, and that was it. Now, to break it down, found other niches or other guys in my niche with traction. So I didn't just randomly just started posting reels. I was looking what was working, right? So again, I've got a perfect example. I just typed in golf on Instagram. I found a big account, My Golf Spy, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not interested in posts. Posts will not grow your account. If you're trying to do this personal brand, they're just there to say, hey, you're a real person. So my posts, they're not there to grow my account. They're just here to say, hey, I'm a real person, you can do business with me. I'm open for business with all the twos, whatever. I'm open for business primarily with, I'm a real person and I can help you achieve cryptocurrency gains in this program. Just to show I'm a real person, that's all. So these posts will never grow. They're just here to show that, hey, this is actually Jake Gordon, right? Now the reels here, what will grow this account, okay? Stories, again, we've talked about stories before, maybe I'll do another strategy in stories, but stories are what actually sells. It's like your newsletter, okay? So I'm posting, let's just see what my stories are recently. So I'm posting trades, right? These are actively trades to sell my community, and I know what I'm talking about. We're winning these trades. So this is great. So if you're in the golfing niche, whatever you're trying to do, if you're trying to help people get a better golf swing, or if you're just trying to sell something in the golf niche, you would do that once you get traction. But it's wasted time posting stories if you've got no followers and you're not doing reels, because nobody will see your stories, right? So important. So you can just see here, I'm just talking about motivation, and then I actually give like, an update on my bank account. I'm going to do a video on this as well. I made 43k in 17 days. And it just came from just me being, trying to be authentic. And here's just saying, hey, some motivation, blah, blah, you can make it, right? So you don't need to focus on this right now. You need to focus on reels. So I found the golf niche. Perfect example. Then I look at reels. And then I see Instagram and YouTube and Twitter and Snapchat and TikTok, they give you all the answers. Okay, there's reels here that are doing well. So what I decided to do was, hey, if I'm going to grow in this niche, let me just what are these guys talking about? So these guys are talking about, you know, there's some funny motivational stuff in here. These guys are also doing, you know, they're just doing some, you know, some crazy stuff, the viral kind of stuff. And again, that went viral. It's kind of like my one here. The stuff that's going viral for me, it's just like, hey, it's a car inside the cryptocurrency niche. Those are the viral ones, but you're never going to sell off this stuff. You need to give your value, right? So you would do like an in-person video, right? So you find accounts in your niche and you teach them something in some videos, right? You can see in my videos, for example, here, real quick, I'm talking about, I don't know if this is going to play.
I've just started to get back in crypto.
So that's just me showing I'm a real person, you know, it's starting to do well, you know, it's on 7K, but also I'm using the viral stuff as well, the cars, etc. So I'm combining this storm of stuff, okay, and that's how I get the growth, but I'm not going to just sell stuff off a, you know, an 800K video. I need to show that I'm a real person. So you combine the both, and that's exactly what this account's doing. Just from the 1 second of research I've done, they're doing some viral stuff, but they're also keep teaching you guys about golf, etc. I don't know what they're selling. They're probably selling something. Well, they are selling something. Of course they're selling something. And pages like this will do 100K a month minimum, and it's in a niche that they love, and they can probably scale on this on YouTube if they want. But you can see the guys posting on Twitter as well, whatever. But that's all you need. That's step one. You got to get the daily reels out. Okay, but you got to find and do a little bit of research on what's working, and then you just blast reels. So you're testing, and we spoke about this before. Minimum once per day, or you're not fucking serious. Go back to this step. Are you serious if you're not posting a reel per day? And it's non-negotiable. And here's the most important part: with effort. You're not just reposting like guys in my niche doing cryptocurrency right now. There's a lot of guys just reposting shitty memes from like 6 months ago. You're giving low fucking effort. You're not serious. So generally ask yourself: are you serious? And you're putting serious effort, and you're thinking about the reels, okay? So every one of these reels, there's been some thought. 30 minutes to 40, I'm now on reels, right? So for example, after this video, it's real time. I'm thinking of a reel to, caption's not important by the way, there's no tags. Anybody that's talking about tags, you're fucking a pussy. You don't need to do tags. But I'm thinking of how I can get a reel to do well. Okay, they're not all about views. Like I said, some of these reels are not positioned to get views. This is a view reel. This, like these here are not for views. They're just to say, hey, I'm a real person. Here's what I'm talking about, ICP. They're not going to get that many views, but hey, 16K is a lot of views, right? So I'm happy with these at all. This one was not supposed to get a lot of views, but Instagram will pick up good stuff. It gets shared, people like it, people share stuff, right? So you have to put serious effort. Some thought, at least 30 minutes on how this reel is going to look. You're not just going to share a reel and hey, look Jake, I posted 100 reels in 100 days, but nothing happened. Well, you just shared old fucking, it's not you just copied other people's stuff. Like, you can see here, I'm on screen here. Even some of these are viral. Like this, for example, this is taken, like people in my niche, I've wrote this down here. Test your ideas, but I've found other stuff outside of my niche doing well, and that's how you get this little potion here and the little wizard. So, quick example, let's get rid of this for my niche again. So cars and money and charts do well, right? They're viral stuff, cars, especially in my niche, it's about money, right? So you have to find out what's in your niche that's viral. And money does well for anything, like fitness and anything. Like you could do this on a fitness page and then just post your stuff. So this was a viral tweet that did well for me, and I combined them both together. Would you believe that? How simple is that? And guess why it's doing well? It's not going to happen every time. This one will get 6K, but if you're testing every single day, it's not going to make a difference. So I took stuff outside of my niche, okay, that's already hot, that has a lot of views, and then I bring my cryptocurrency spin on it. Boom, you get a viral reel. Very, very simple. And it's not, again, we did this here. Same thing again. Why can't you sleep? Like this, and this is serious. Like this is serious. You're really hitting the avatar with something that's serious, and this is me. It's not copy. This is me. So why can't you sleep? And then boom, I'm thinking about the cryptocurrency bull run. Short, quick, snappy. 11K likes, 122 comments. God knows how many shares. Can't see it on desktop, but 270K views and growing every single second as we speak. So you do that, but then you can test your other guys do too. So if you've got winning stuff that you're putting genuine effort, then just test random stuff. Random stuff's fine because you don't know. Like this was random, but it's good.
Phase 1 has already started.
So we just clipped this up from a YouTube video, right? But it's good. Now the editings don't have to be at this level. They don't have to be like that at all. They do not have to be like that at all. Look at this one. Look at this one. There's no edits. This is just from a YouTube video, but you can make this on your camera right now if you're not doing YouTube. I just put a little Loom video like here, a little bit of edits coming in, but you don't need to do these edits, right? Very, very simple. For this one here, showing you one crypto altcoin everybody's sleeping on. I just did this right here. I needed a reel, had no time, busy as fuck. Shake the head, a little bit of music, boom. I show the coin I'm interested in talking about, and that's it. That's a reel done. 12k views. Didn't do that well, but I'm still happy with 12k, and that's it, boys. That's fucking it. You have to be serious. You have to put some effort in these reels with an actual strategy, and you post every single day with serious effort as much as you can. Don't complain about editors. Jake, you got an editor now, bro. Doesn't matter. Just start posting, and then I promise you, you'll hit the similar results. You'll hit the similar, and if you don't, you're going to be in a better position. You might be only at 1k, 2k, and if you can't moan, it just takes time. You got to just put in the effort, genuine effort, and I promise it will happen. And you're going to see as I document this Instagram account, I'll be making a 20k one very soon. I'll be making a 50k one. I'll be making a 100k one. It doesn't matter. Once you get initial traction and you've set yourself up saying, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to put genuine effort. After the wagey job that you're in, whatever you guys doing, you got to find the time. If it's on your lunch break, okay, this is real time now, real time, get the food in, okay, I'm looking for reels. You make the reel on your lunch break if you have to. And if you don't want to do that, you're not serious. So again, hopefully this was a little bit helpful. Yeah, just super, super simple. It doesn't have to be hard. And you guys can watch this, you can watch this go up. Give me a follow if you want to keep checking out, just to keep, see how we're doing it. But there's a lot of niches out there. Every niche is possible, but it just comes down to those simple steps. Hopefully this was valuable, brother. Take care.